Yo, I'm just going through this room and I'm like, yo, there's just so much. It's like so much shit in this room.
Wait, you still at your mama house?
Still at my mama's house, man. I think I might permanently move the studio here. Because when I'm in this room, I just feel like I don't know, like a vibe. Like, look what I found. Look at all these shit.
The hell are those? What are those?
Press passes. Look at that. Super Bowl. Super Bowl right here. I got PlayStation. I got shit. Movado. I got Jesus Christ. Is this Wu Tang? Wu Tang. Wayne Wonder. Eminem.
Eminem.
Eminem. When I used to work at Jammin'. Limited access pass again. Ramiro and Pebbles. Y'all know who them are. 50 Cent at the Avalon Ballroom. Just crazy. Look at this handsome devil. Who's this handsome devil here?
Who the hell is that?
Sprague Benz
I thought
25
so.
years ago, before he found God. This is before Sprague Benz found God. Yo, man. There is no select in Boston I could play this record right here, Trick. Lavanya Bailey, Freak Like Me. Whew. Mastermind Records. Y'all know who this is.
Freak.
Junior Radigan.
So not a Dina Howard freak like me.
This is the original.
That's the original.
Like this is the original Freak Like Me from like, can't even read it. I gotta get my glasses on. Mastermind Records, 1144 Blue Hill Ave. Is that Vibes Records?
11 what?
1144 Blue Hill Ave.
1144?
Yeah.
1144. Is that Taurus? Is that
what address is K's?
Oh, that's 1125. So that's probably like across the street.
Yeah.
Across the street where the Spanish store is, the Haitian restaurant.
Yeah. That's where Vibes used to be. Major Kid Can't Sleep. This is before Major Kid became a Christian. Crazy. The record is cracked too. I don't know what the fuck happened. Oh man. This now. The fuck. What is this now? Ganja Funk EP. Mod Dem Crew. Majestic. Specialist. Laney Ranks.
I don't know anybody whose name you just said.
Come on. Come on.
I don't know none of them people name you just said.
Brento Kid. Wayne Ranks is the original FC. Like Wayne Ranks is a master electrician. He's the original, you know, FC's a master plumber.
Mm-hmm.
Wayne Ranks is he was the first dude in the trade. And Travel Fox, so I think Travel Fox is a big deal. Wayne Ranks. Brento Kid. Jeez Louise. Majestic. Where is Majestic? I mean, I speak to Specialist once every 2 years. I spoke to Prentice Kid just the other day. Got a new song coming out. I've been telling him to give it to me so we can put it on the show, but all 9 to send it. And Wayne Ranks.
Parental Kid.
So there was the Scare Them crew and the Mad Them crew, and Junior Rodigan claims that they could have been big. They were talented. Parental Kid was talented. I think. Who's that? Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Parental Kid.
Parental Kid had the voice. He had the voice.
I had to
What do you think?
I don't know. I have 2 songs with him. This is the other song I got. I don't know.
Yeah, we got the whole town on lockdown, you know. From Brooklyn to LA, you know, sipping on the day. Getting crazy. Who got the skill up? We got the skill up. Who got the honeys and the money's in the drop top?
I don't even know where on my laptop that song just came from.
But that song was on your laptop?
Yeah.
So what you do? You typed in Parental Kid on your laptop and those 2 songs jumped up?
Yeah, that's the only 2 that popped up.
How about Wayne Ranks?
Let me see if I got any of that.
WAYNIE Ranks. Remember, everybody wasn't Ranks. Shabba Ranks, Oro Ranks, Shakes Ranks. That's crazy.
Nope, I ain't got none of that. Nope.
What about Majestic?
Nope.
Let me spell it for you. MAJESTICK.
Nope, none of that.
How about Specialist?
Nope, none of that.
I this Boston, bro. Come on now. That's why the culture can't go nowhere. That's why the culture can't go nowhere. It's crazy. I'm gonna tell y'all a story right now. I'm gonna tell y'all a story. Hold on. Who's that?
Especially service.
Nope, never heard of that. that was Specialist.
They sound good, right? They sound good.
That's 15. When was this? 13 years ago.
They sound good.
I remember the music from then don't sound like music from today.
Yeah, music from today is trash, man. Music from today is just trash.
So what's going on, Bobby? How was your weekend, man?
Weekend was good. What you want to touch on? Talk to me now. I sent the link to Sherwin. I don't know when Sherwin's coming on.
This is Sherwin's favorite Monday night show.
Yeah, where's Sherwin? Because I know Sherwin wants to talk about something. I don't want to touch it. Let me see if we get Sherwin on the fucking horn. Fucking Sherwin.
What's up, brother?
Yo, Sherwin, we're missing you, boss.
I'm on my way home, so I'll be home right around 10.
Wow. All right, so we got a half an hour. We got a half an hour just to talk some shit before before Sherwin the GOAT comes on. That's what his name on my phone is. Look, chat, Sherwin the GOAT. That's his name. That's his name on my phone. All right, we'll see you at 10.
All right.
This is why I love the stream, man. I love it. So what should we talk about? Should we talk about... Well, we're not going to talk about Friday. We're going to wait for Sherwin to come on. Let's do Saturday.
No, you might as well go in order. So you might as well just wait till Friday get there. And then we go from Friday to Sunday.
All right, so what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do for a half hour?
I don't freaking know.
What am
I
gonna
don't
do
know.
for a half hour?
Take a damn lunch break. I don't know. Let me
Yo, but
see.
if you see this flyer right here, this flyer right here, this was the flyer that changed. This was the first flyer that dropped in Boston that niggas started using Photoshop. This flyer right here.
What flyer is that?
That's Saturday, June 15th, boat ride featuring New York City Tape King, DJ Doo-Wop.
Yep, I don't know who that is either. Nope. I don't know, man.
DJ Doo-Wop was beautiful. It was like DJ Doo-Wop was like what's my man's name? What's my man's name? What's his name? DJ Clue.
DJ Clue. Nah, I don't know. I don't know these people, man.
You know who this is, right?
I came outside in 2008.
Oh man, by the time when you came in 2008, dancehall already done fuck up. By the time you came out, dancehall was done. You see the sticker right here? Who's this? Orange American. You see this flyer up here, way up here? This one right here? That's my first show I did at K's Oasis.
When
Nobody showed up, just like the brunch. Everything I throw, everything I throw, nobody shows up. I don't know why.
So 25 years later, same thing?
25 years, same thing, man. When niggas see me in the street, like, oh, Bobby, I love you.
Where's the love, man? Where's the love?
Where's the fucking love? What else we got here? Oh, I mean, what is this? A bra? What is...
Looks like we've told people Liberty Mutual.
I'm not even gonna ask why you have a bedazzled, studded out bra on your wall. I don't. You're at a loss for words, Bobby. What's up, man?
I don't even know. Oh, who's Can of Butter Babe? First lap dance, Alice.
What?
Oh yeah, because I don't do strip clubs.
What?
I don't do strip clubs. I don't do strip clubs. I just don't. It's not something I do. I just don't do strip clubs. And Alice gave me my first lap dance. And I told her for it to be memorable, I'm gonna have to keep her bra.
So that's your first lap dance memorabilia?
This is my first lap dance memorabilia. 6/12, 2019.
2019?
It's the first time I ever got a lap dance.
6 years ago?
Yeah. And that was it. My first and last lap dance. See right there? First lap dance.
Wow.
First lap dance.
I'm gonna auction that off.
Option that. Oh, Can of Butter Babe is in. Yeah, Can of Butter Babe. Wow, the basement. A blast from the. Yo, watch this. Now, a lot of women hate me, and I'm gonna show you why a lot of women hate me.
Yo. Yo. Yo.
So
Yep.
yo, man. Yo. So what I used to do was, like, back in the day when I used to go into the club, back in the day, we used to go into the club. Frizzy used to walk around with a trash bag. You know when you walk in the club and you shake everybody's hand to give everybody dap? Frizzy would walk around with a trash bag, and girls would take off their panties and put them in the trash bag. All over the city. Reggae clubs, downtown Boston. You would just walk around with a trash bag, and they would just take the panties off and throw it in the trash. So I had, like, no exaggeration, I had about maybe 30 bags of underwear stacked in the pile of this room. Yo, I'm telling you, man, if you ain't Brad Pitt, you didn't live a better life than me. I'll tell you that shit right now. Right? So, Slayer
A
says
trash bag full of panties?
a trash bag full of panties, bro.
Uh,
Stupid.
I'm supposed to call somebody for that. Who do you?
This was
Sanitation services or something. I don't know.
so my ex 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 ex. She came into the room, and then I had a list of girls on a wall, and I had their ratings, and if they were good, I would give them like a name. So there was one girl on the wall called Super Bad Maxine. Like, any girl that dated me back before when I was in this room, Super Bad Maxine that name is their nemesis. They probably go to the psychiatrist and bring that up. I was dating this bum ass nigga, and on his wall, he had this bitch named Super Bad Maxine. Super Bad Maxine that's legendary. Legendary. I still wish I mean, I don't have her number now because that was the dial up. You know what I'm saying? She probably got a cell phone right now. She's probably fucking fat, 10 kids. Or she could be still be Super Bad Maxine and be a CEO of a company.
I don't know anybody who knows somebody by the name of Maxine. Just ask her if she know who Bobby Shakes is.
Yeah. No, it was Orette back then. Super Bad Maxine was Orette. Right? So after a while, it became boring to go into the club and girls just surrender their bra and panties. So what we used to do is we used to steal girls' shit. I don't know why we did it. So this hat right here, what are we talking about? So this hat right here, I stole from Canna Butter Babe, and she's in the chat right now. And this hat I stole from her. There used to be a pool. Is there still where the movie cinema is in Randolph?
Yes.
Is there a pool place still there? Or you could rent it out and there's like a pool party?
Oh, I don't know about that.
Yeah, there used to be a pool there, and I can't find a Hot 97. There's a Hot 97.
Not the pool at Mojitos. That's like kind of across the street and down the street.
Nah, it was by the Randolph Cinema. And we rented it out, and we threw a wet t-shirt contest there. And Canna Butter Babe was just with us. She was just hanging out. And then Canna Butter Babe got into the wet t-shirt contest. Because Canna Butter Babe's got like the perfect tits. And while she was doing the wet t-shirt contest, I stole her hat. And I've had this hat for almost, I don't know, since 2008. I also got shoes from Hot Sauce.
You got hot sauce's shoes?
I have hot sauce's shoes somewhere in this room. I still have it. I still have hot sauce shoes somewhere in this room. I'm gonna find it for the next stream. Because I think this room right here, I think this is gonna be the new stream room. It has so much history. Like
Mm-hmm.
so many artists has been in this basement. And I'm just finding stuff. Like I'm looking over there, there's pictures of Ja Pilot, there's Bounty Killer hip hop opera, there's Michael Jordan right here. See the Michael Jordan behind the record? Space
Mm-hmm.
Jams. I worked on the Space Jams promo. I used to snowboard. Look at this I just found, man. Look at this. Bank of America Pavilion. King of the Mic tour. What the fuck are we doing? What the fuck is this live even about? It's alive.
It's a blast from the past. We're going over Bobby's 25 past years of history.
Yeah, before the live kickoff.
Yep.
This is what I don't understand. People's always talking about, yo. People always say, yo, the culture's fucked up and the young kids don't know what's going on. And then when you come on and you just
Talk about the culture.
talk about the culture, everybody gets pissed. It's a museum of art. Yeah. Like this basement, like Canna Butter Babe said, this is a museum. Just this right here. If you're watching this, you are very suspect. If you're watching this stream right now, just this, nigga, this shit is a museum right now. You in the Bobby Shakes museum right now. Let me see here. We have 8 people in the chat. You want to do a giveaway trick?
Giveaway. What we got to give away? What's going on?
I don't know. What do you want? We could give away a $25 gift card to Amazon.
Just giving stuff away today, huh?
I want to know, and don't Google this, you motherfuckers. And I'm only gonna give you. Hold on a second. Hold on. Let me set the timer. I'm gonna set the timer. I'm gonna set the timer. So, if for those that just jumped in the stream, we're waiting on Sherwin to come in so we can do the weekend wrap up. But because Sherwin is not with us right now, me and Trickstar, we're just biding time.
Yes.
That's what we're doing.
So in the meantime,
Between
$25 Amazon gift card giveaway.
I'm gonna set the I'm gonna set the timer right now. So, how many seconds should I set the timer for? Big is a quick.
Nah, because we get the delay response probably 30 seconds. So at least a minute and a half, you'd have to set the timer for.
A minute. You could Google in a minute and a half and get the answer, Trey. I want this to fly off your tongue. Pause.
Good. All right, 45 seconds. 30 seconds. Fuck it. Just 30 seconds. Ask the question. Start the timer. Done the timer. Whoever fucking says it first. Go ahead.
Uh-oh. This is where me and Canna Butter Babe was my best friend. And you ruined our relationship, Trick. When she saw you spraying that woman when she saw you spraying that young woman with the champagne, give away one of those bottles that Tricks like to spray on the women of the Boston dance. You have one of those bottles? If he has one of those bottles, what we're gonna give away. Crazy. You have to be 21, obviously. Does he have one of those bottles, chat? You got 50 minutes before the show starts. You got one of those? That's what we're giving away? There it is. All right. All right. That's what we're giving away. This is the giveaway. I'm gonna set the time. I'm not doing a minute because a minute you could write an essay. Oh, you want me to do a minute?
No, do 30 seconds.
Do
Do
30
30
seconds?
seconds.
Let me
Yep.
do 40 seconds.
All right.
Because we're already giving away the bottle anyway, right? Or should we
Yep.
do a minute? How long does Jeopardy usually do? Let me Google it. All right, let's go to Chat GTP. Hold on a second. We go to Chat GTP and see what trivia. What's a good? What's good for trivia? What's a good timer for the answer? I didn't even write that right. Sound like an idiot. 10 to 15 seconds. General knowledge, hard history, science, a puzzle. So 45 seconds. We're gonna do 45 seconds. 45 seconds for this. All right, let's go. Let me see here. 45 seconds. Let me set the timer. 45 seconds to give away that bottle of
Bel Air.
Bel Air. And we can give it to them Sunday.
Yes, they have to come collect it on Sunday.
Have to come collect it at Sunday at the brunch. All right, here we go. Oh, wait a second. I fucked up. Cancel. Start in now. 45 seconds. Oh, no. Wait. Wait a second.
Question. You gotta have the question first.
I gotta ask the first. All right. This ticket right here. This ticket is from June 19th, 2013. I covered this show. The name of the tour is Kings of the Mic Tour. Who was on the bill? Starting now. See what they say. He honestly need his own brand of sparkling wine if he's going to keep doing that. He can get them branded quite easily. There you go.
What the timer saying?
18 seconds.
All right.
The question is King of the Mic Tour.
Who was on it?
Who was on it? I know this is a reggae crowd, but y'all, black music is black music, people. Come on. Nobody? All right, let's do this again.
Can I give him a hint?
Yeah, give him a hint.
I believe LL Cool J.
LL Cool J is one of the people that's on this tour.
All right.
Trickstar, you ain't smart. We know you Google that shit.
Mind your business. They don't know that.
They don't know that. All right, so let's go.
LL Cool J was one of the artists on the show.
Nora Cadet said LL Cool J. You know Nora Cadet fucking Googled it.
Yeah.
All right, King of the Mic Tour. We have LL Cool J. I need 1, 2, 3. I need 3. Here we go. Nora Cadet. She's on fire. She's on fire right now. LL Cool J. Public Enemy. All right, Nora, who else? She ain't never gonna get the last one. She ain't never gonna get the last one.
No shit. If she Googled that one, she gotta have the other names.
Nah, because the last band on this is was a big band, but it's probably one of the most overrated bands ever.
Oh.
Oh, there's 2 more people.
Public Enemy.
There's Public Enemy. There's LL Cool J. Oh, who we got here? Ice Cube. Nora is one.
She cheated.
And you know who was the girl that threw away my bags of panties? De La Soul. Yo, Haitian girls are dangerous, man. It was a Haitian girl that said, if we're gonna date, you gotta throw away those bags of panties. The Haitian girls are dangerous. Dangerous. Nora Cadets. All right, so there we go. Vicky Vegas won it. Nora won it. We give away 2 bottles. We give away 2 bottles on Sunday. Come on down to the brunch, get your bottle. All right, hold on. I have another one. Let me see here. So many of these goddamn tickets. Let me see here. Let me see if I got any more tickets here. Do you save these? All right, enough. How do I turn this off, man? How do I stop this timer? This timer's gonna go off. How do I stop this? You know how to stop this? All right. Let me see what else I got here. What else is in the bag here? Let me see here. Look at this trick. Sting. Sting in Jamaica. Sunday's a holiday for black people. What's going on Sunday? Is that Juneteenth? I think that's Juneteenth. What else I got here? Oh, my press passes, man. Got Beanie Man here. What else we got here? LA promotion. She says she's going to bed. Nora, you going to bed? Okay, I'm going to bed. Trickman want my... Yeah, you got to come out to the venue first. Trick, your microphone is not working. Oh, my God. There you go.
She got to be there by 4:00.
Yeah, so we should just give away another fucking bottle. She ain't gonna be there by 4. Who we kidding?
Who got the contact? Woman them not stop fucker. Who was the place and make the girl them a feel it back? Who got the skill? Who got the contact?
All right, who we got here? Tasha Michelle just dropped in. Tasha Michelle just added to the stream.
Love badness. Me like good girl. I love badness. Me love independent bad bitch. Hello, good night, everyone.
What's going on?
How you feel about Mass also? I put that on your head.
Oh, you missed it. So this is a hat that I stole from one of the young ladies in the chat. I used to steal women's clothing.
Oh, this not safe. This not safe at all.
Why?
I'm Trickstar. How you do over here? So this not safe.
What's not safe? This is before the U2 movement, not the YouTube movement. The Me Too movement. When you can steal women's clothing and not be on trial like Diddy.
Okay. There'll be no Diddy bashing over here.
No. We're not bashing Diddy. Won't bash Diddy.
So we're not gonna talk about how Marvin was just whining away under that girl.
Well, we're waiting. We're waiting for
Star and Nora.
Oh no, Star ain't coming on. Or maybe I don't know.
Okay.
But Nora's going to bed.
Okay.
And we're waiting on Sherwin.
Oh, okay.
So right now we're just chilling in my mother's basement. The history,
Oh, okay.
you know.
I enjoyed myself though. I just want to say that I enjoyed myself.
It was a good time.
I felt like old school that like that era, the daggering era. That's how it felt. That it was fun. It's
I
funny.
think
I was in Unity Friday night and Saturday night, back to back. Look at that.
really
That's very rare. A lot of people don't go the same place 2 nights in a row.
Listen, for me, that was I was like, what?
Jamaica has no.
Then here goes my son. You went to Unity twice? I was like, what's wrong with that?
Where else are Jamaicans gonna go? They have nowhere else to fucking go.
Well, sorry, Lime too. Stop to that.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Sorry,
Don't do that.
sorrow and lime.
And we have aspires. What are you talking about?
Yeah, we have aspires.
And we have Jamrock. Sir, Brockton.
Okay, all right, all right.
We
So we have venues then.
Yeah, we got 4 plays. That's 4 different plays. What are you talking about?
All right, all right.
You make it seem like K's going, so life is over for us green, yellow, and black people.
Nope, it's just beginning.
It's just
You
beginning.
need to remember that Jamaica is big deal.
I know
Just remember,
Jamaica.
we is not small fries or side orders. Just remember that. So Jamaica is the big deal.
I don't know. I'm trying to understand that. I'm trying to let them know. I'm a staunch person that says that Patchy, what's going on? Welcome to the Chizzy. I believe that Jamaica's gonna be the hub for carnival.
May not be a part of the conversation because that's a foolishness. But we are the capital of the Caribbean. Whether the rest of the islands like it or not,
Hey,
we are the capital of the Caribbean. That's it.
I can say it because look at all of this. I can say it. I can say it.
All your trophies.
All my trophies. This is the trophy room right here. I got hats from women. Got my first.
You know what? You have no panty with your teeth.
No, I don't.
No,
Did
Oh,
I tell you what happened? I was telling Trick when we used to go into the club, women used to give me their panties. But my ex,
Trick. I'm glad you wasn't around that time with him because to be known as Trick the Panty Guy.
Bobby the panty thief.
The wet liner, Bobby the wet liner.
The panty whisperer.
The blood of Jesus, the panty whisperer. Come here. So what do you think? Trick. Let me ask you something while we wait for Sherwin. Do you think what's the level you see Marvin on after watching him entertain the way he did? Do you see him as a more mature dancer now, like as compared to then and now, and his skill set and just the whole setup of his performance?
I'm gonna answer you, Tasha. Bobby, whose draws is that on the screen?
Jesus Christ.
Whose draws is that?
these are the Bobby Shakes
Oh,
draws.
oh.
Bobby Shake. I got to bring these back.
Oh. Bobby Shakes merchandise.
Telling you, man. Yeah, I mean, Marvin.
We just post on Snapchat say, me know wear French cut or tongue. Me wear baggy. Baggy. So
Crazy.
none of them something the way you put up not attract me. I mean, I know my style. Me is a baggy girl. Me wear baggy.
Why?
All right.
Oh, look at this.
But now look on that with your more and Trick to answer me about level.
Oh yeah,
Marvin.
I just wanted to see. Look at that Boston
Watch
Music
out, watch
Award.
out, watch out. Don't look trick, trick, look a bush, look a bush, look a bush, trick. Find bush, look, find bush, look. All
Trick, what do
right.
you think? Is he more talk it? Is he more?
I would say the Marvin that we were promoting, the Marvin that um videos that we were sharing compared to the Marvin that we saw Saturday, people would think that's two different people. He didn't jump off of anything. He didn't go crazy. He wasn't hanging from the ceiling. No girl got hit in the head with a bag of ice. You know, nothing too crazy happened. He just did some,
He has matured.
yeah, I would say so. Yeah.
He's matured.
Or maybe it was just the environment that he felt
Crowd.
he was in, the vibes
Okay.
that he was feeding off of the crowd. You
Okay.
never really know. But I would say Saturday's show was a more subtle show, you know.
I enjoyed it. It was laid back compared to what we used to with him, but also he's thicker now. He's more mature. His old image is, more mature. But he came with a vibe. It
Mm-hmm.
wasn't boring. It was consistent. For me, the girl wasn't given all of that. Marvin owned the floor and did his thing. Me enjoy myself. Remember, me is not a dancer, but my dad tried to one, two, rap, rap, rap. So, I understand. But then when I see him go up on top of this something like him, I go throw something, I run, go back, I club, come here, say, couldn't go in and make like that.
You
I
But
mean, I will say this though. This is the first time I've seen Marvin actually dance. Like it.
like he danced. He did
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
dance, and that's what I
Yeah.
said. He actually danced, not
yeah.
just climb and kick and flick but he did dance. But Bobby, stick up in more ask you something. Why every time I come outside you video my shoes?
Oh, good,
Do you have a shoe fetish with me or something?
nah, because that's what we used to do back in the day. New shoes.
Okay, okay.
So when people have on new shoes, we want to show the new shoes.
Okay, I'm just making sure because I'm like, you always get my shoes first, not my face, not my hair, not it's just my shoes.
Yeah, we start from the
Okay.
foot. Start from the foot and go to the head.
Okay. A shoe cam. I like that for me. Okay.
Yeah. So that means I mean, did I told the story when I was in Europe and some Japanese dude came up to me. He's like, and I was in the airport and the Japanese dude was like, "Yo, take a picture of my shoes." I'm like, "What?" He said, "Yeah, for new shoes." I had to open up my bag. I mean, back then there was no phone had a fucking camera.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so we're trying to bring back new shoes or bring back the fashion
Okay.
aspect of it.
It's gonna be hard to do right now. Boston does not have yeah, that's gonna be hard to do right now. We don't have a steady fashion flow. It's our miss. That's
Yeah,
gonna
I
be
mean
hard.
um I think Boston doesn't I don't I think Boston doesn't have a fashion because there's really no media really covering it, and there's more media talking shit about Boston than there is niggas actually saying, "Oh yeah, she look fly, this that." I mean, we got to bring back girl of the fucking week,
Mm-hmm.
right? What do you think, Trick? I feel like there's more shit talking about the culture than actually like promoting it. Like it would be dope if somebody. This is a good idea, right? And I think someone should steal this idea before I do it. I think someone should come to the club, take a picture of somebody, and start like a fashion little blog on Facebook.
Fashion people that's on the live. Hi Sherwin.
All right, let's start this show. We've only been on for 45 minutes.
Only. Only.
Sure, look at this, man. Look at that, man.
Sherwin, you don't want to see all the things he's done steal, people's underwear, women's clothing. Yeah, he was a wet liner back in his days.
Whew. Sherwin, can we hear you, Sherwin? I don't think we can hear Sherwin.
My bad. That shit was muted.
There you go.
Hey,
There
Tom.
you go.
Good night, good
There
night.
you go. All right, Sherwin, let's get the show started.
All right.
Where do you want to start with? Because you said that you want to do the Live Nation thing, or you want to go into the weekend, or you think we should just box out the weekend real quick, and then get to the
Yeah.
Live Nation?
Yeah. So from
Take
my
us away.
all right, from my perspective, on Friday we had Potential Kid come down.
Hold on.
Then
You
the
went
song-
somewhere. You went somewhere Thursday. Where'd you go Thursday?
Yeah, I go Thursday.
Went to Connecticut?
No, I didn't go down to Connecticut.
Oh.
Okay.
I thought you was on the bus.
No.
So we gotta start. So we start that Friday night.
All right. Go ahead.
Go on.
Thursday night. Potential actually was in Connecticut Thursday. The promoter and I starting to, do some things to work kind of together. I think it kind of makes sense because they're close enough but far enough at the same time.
Mhm.
So he went down to Rum Punch Thursdays in Connecticut Thursday, came down with us Friday. I believe that's like his second time he's been to Unity.
Yes.
Pretty good crowd. I think we had like 360 people, somewhere around there. And it was a good vibe. It was good to see young and old kind of know his catalog, his songs. I think his hit songs.
Yeah, because I was in there
14,
Friday
15.
night.
Yeah, everybody was singing with the crowd and stuff like that. Potential Kid is a character. I think he's a good performer.
Yeah,
I think he was.
Yeah, I mean,
he has aged though.
Yes, he is for sure.
Yeah.
It gets so Potential Kid from us on, I guess you could say, the soca side. You can kind of give him the creation or one of the bigger pushes to the Zest category.
Yeah, he did say that too.
Right. Yeah, for the Zest category. The first big songs that were on, people had like, Zest. They call that. So Zest is the equivalent of what you would call a pretty boy. You know what I mean? Or like, I don't know what else you would call it, slang wise or whatever it is like that. So they kind of like turned that into a culture, and like the culture turned into music, if you will. So the Zesta rhythm and Zest is heavily influenced by dancehall. It's a mix of soca and dancehall that kind of clash with the kind of younger kids. So guys like Trinidad Killers, Gunman and She-Hole, and then like Trinidad Ghost, who was up here, who had Zest and stuff like that. A lot of those first rhythms, I believe, was on Potential Kid's rhythm for Jump On Me, right?
Mhm.
So that's cool. It's where you can see, another example of the merging of the cultures. You know what I mean? And why it's kind of so big,
Yeah,
in Trinidad.
but I like the fact that he.
To break out.
who the hell's breaking up a backwood on the show?
What?
I don't know.
I hear paper rattling. All right, go ahead. What happened now?
I think Tuscan should be lost that she was talking.
Yeah, I said that. I like the fact.
Oh.
I like the fact that he took the time out to kind of explain that in the middle of his performance.
Yeah.
So even though he was performing, he was taking us to school. He literally said basically the same thing you just said about his music and zesting, and I was like, whoa, this is a teachable moment in the middle of his performance. So I like that.
Yeah, it's dope. Big ups to him. I'm not sure if you look on his profile picture on Instagram, he has like a Jamaican flag and a Trinidad flag. I don't know if that's because he has any family in Trinidad or if it's because Trinidad has really supported his kind of career because of the whole Zesson thing. So I didn't even get to ask him that. I probably would have been a good question. But definitely dope. Is to have those type of artists come to Unity, and this kind of line. You know what I mean? So I thought it was a really good vibe, good mix of a crowd, younger, older, all the way in between. That was dope. And then Saturday, Trick can take us to that. We had FC and Trick, brought Marvin and Beast and Queen Chipster or Passa Passa.
All right, take us away, Trick. What do you think? Cito Fab, welcome to the chat.
So yeah, I'd say it was still a good night, man. The people didn't show out like we expected, but it comes with being a promoter. You win some, you lose some. The people that did come out, I would say they all had a good time. They enjoyed the show. Very, very risque at the end of the night, though. But yeah,
What do you mean by that?
They got real sensual and real seductive in there.
Yeah,
I hit it again, so I don't know. So there's possible deniability. I didn't see anything.
Yeah.
Big up, Lady Tay. It was her birthday.
Yeah, big up. The whining queen.
Boston's whining queen. She didn't disappoint.
No, she didn't.
Bobby, you was there with the camera, man. What'd you see? I was waiting on my chicken.
Yeah, I think so. This is the first time I've ever seen Marvin actually dance. Which I thought was amazing to see him actually dance, and to this was the best I've ever seen Marvin. The best. But then again, this should be the best because he's getting older, he's more mature now. But I mean, he thought about going into the drop ceiling, and we've said on the show before that. You said on the show before, like
I didn't want him to go in there because had he gone in there, Unity ceiling would have came down.
Right. and we've done that before. We've done that in the Queen of Season Queens. I gotta find that photo. I mean, is it Diamond? They said Diamond. I think it was Diamond was the dancer. She's on her back, legs spread out, and drop ceiling is falling on her pum pum.
Yes.
The fluorescent lights is smashing in people's weave. And Marvin is coming out of the ceiling. And yeah, so we've done that already. So I mean, I've done that already with Marvin, and that was I think 2008, 2005. So we've done that already. He thought about it. He probably wanted to relive the moment. But nothing's going to be better than the first time you go into the ceiling and people are picking out fluorescent light tubes out of their weave outside, cussing. And what I would want to do, I would love to do a documentary on that dance and see who the fuck got asbestos and lead poisoning from that.
Yeah.
Nah, for real. It was yeah.
Marvin's a real G though. That's actually the second time he's been to Uni. I forgot who brought him the first time. He's a real cool dude. Humble, respectful. I didn't know he mic'd. I thought he mic'd well. I don't know. Maybe I don't know anything better, but I thought he did a good job, controlling the crowd, talking to them. Giving and entertaining people out, even outside of it.
That's what I said too. I seen a mature side of him. Even the look of selecting, choosing music, like it was just different, and I like that. I really did like that.
And along with, he also gave everybody a history lesson. He told everybody who brought him out. A real quick 10-minute conversation with the crowd, let them know why he's here and who he's here because of and all of that. So it's along with the entertainment, there's education in it also. So
I think that is disappointing that a lot of y'all miss that. And when we talk about, I mean, we had this talk outside of the brunch trick for what, 2 hours, arguing back and forth about the culture. And then me and Sherwin had this conversation early in the day before I went to the brunch to talk about the culture. I think we have to stop saying there is no culture, but when people talk about the culture, want to give y'all the culture, y'all don't want it. Like, that's some fucking bullshit. So, Sherwin, let's talk about our conversation we had offline, because me and Sherwin have a lot of conversation offline. Sherwin, what do you think about, and let's put it out, and we don't care if that's still the idea, because there could be more, there could be more than one point of this, but do we need to start holding miniature dancehall kings and dancehall queen competition at Unity?
Yeah, I think so. I thought, you know, we had a dancehall king, we had a whining queen, a soca king, and soca king was put on by Rave. Soca queen was put on by Rave King, and then we had whining queen and dancehall king that was put on by Yaya, right? Dancehall queen Yaya, and I think she was doing a lot of dancing events. She brought up the guy from New York who made the who run the grung dance.
Oh yeah, Naj.
Naj, right?
Yeah.
I met him in Connecticut also too. She was doing a lot of different dancing events that I thought were pretty cool for the culture. There was before that we had another promoter do Dutchy Fridays at Unity, and they brought it over to K's and some other things that these smaller kind of like dance events that I think have been kind of been missing frequently from the culture, right? To kind of build it, you know, because to me Marvin should have been a like a headlining event too after we had 10 of those. Right. You know what I mean? So after we're building up the excitement for, you know, that, you know, niche part of the culture, we'd be like, all right, well, now we got the legend. You know what I mean? So to kind of get to that. I saw some new faces and stuff like that who came who probably ain't never really been to a real dancehall party, which was pretty cool. But I think that needs to happen first, you know. I kind of left it up to the dancers. You know, I touched on it a little bit with Rebel. But Rebel's more than just a dancer. She's more, you know, for me, she's more of a, you know, she's an influencer, right? You know, so I try to, you know, I try to do the stuff, and I booked the dancers. You know, I've booked the dancehall king from this year. I booked the whining queen. You know what I mean? So I've tried to do certain things, but I kind of felt like it would be better if it actually came from a dancer. But maybe we need to rethink that. Because the event, there's just not enough of them there. You know? Again, there were a couple of people who were doing it, but I don't know. I didn't want to look like a culture vulture, to be honest. If we're being completely honest.
Oh,
I get what you're saying.
So let's do this then. Let's me and you do it on a Friday, right? We do it once a month, and we just have a dancing thing, and then you could just throw my name on the flyer, and you could use me as the nigga that's chasing clout, and then you don't get called. But I think that we need momentum, right? It's June. It's almost July. We're heading towards carnival season. We need momentum for carnival. We have PASSA coming in September. We need momentum for that. Guys, the year is over. Once July 4th hits, it's 2026. That's how mentally you got to prepare yourself. Like, once July 4th come, the year is done. We're moving into 2026. July 4th, kids go back to school, carnival, fucking football, Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas. It's over, and it just speeds up because we're rushing to buy school supplies. We're rushing to buy candy for Halloween. We're rushing to buy a turkey. We're rushing to do Christmas shopping. And before you know it, it's fucking January, and we're losing momentum. We need to get the I was told I'm not allowed to talk about this because I'm not from Trinidad, but we need to get some carnival momentum going on. And I think Sherwin, I think that you're the savior of it because you have the venue to do it. And fuck it, they call you culture vulture. They call you culture vulture. But if the dancers are not going to do it, then who the fuck is going to do it? It has to be us.
Right.
It has to be us. We just have to lock it down. And I think that momentum, because even when you look at Passa Passa and you look at all these other shit, there was a momentum in Jamaica that led to the Hot Mondays and the Witty Wend. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit. What I mean, there was a momentum going on. I did this, I did that. I mean, bam, over here, ba 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 ba. So, I mean, yeah, these were big events in Jamaica, but there was also momentum in Jamaica. And then during the week, Swatch would be doing Passa Passa and fucking on Thursday and Friday somewhere, Saturday somewhere, Sunday somewhere, Monday somewhere, Tuesday somewhere, flying back in late night into Jamaica to close out the night. And it was just a momentum. I think we need a momentum. I think we need a momentum. I think you just take it over.
You know what I think, Bobby? I think we need to find another word other than momentum. First of all, from fucking yesterday to today, I heard the word momentum 219 times from you.
All right, you're right. We need a new momentum. But I could say momentum because I doubt Kareem has copyright in that name. So what we need to do is I need to go to the office. But you're right. Let's find a new word. But what is the word?
No, leave it. I'm just talking shit.
You're just breaking my balls. Yeah, I just think we need a momentum. There it is again. So I want to ask the panel this, and we had this huge discussion. And where's Nisha? She's not even in the chat. I guess she talked all the shit yesterday at the brunch.
Oh yeah, yep.
Yeah, I guess she's supposed to be in the chat tonight. Is the dancing culture dead? Because I see it active on Twitch. Not Twitch. What's the other one that begins with the
Twitter?
T?
Twitter?
No, not Twitter.
TikTok.
TikTok. I see it active on TikTok. Clearly it's happening because me and Sherwin talk about it. Like there is a dancing presence going on in Connecticut with Rum Punch Thursdays. I want to start with Trick. Is that style of party dead? Or is it just dead in Boston?
It's just dead in Boston. Yeah, I think it's just Boston. Like you said, there's no momentum. We need momentum. There's not a lot of things going on where the dancers themselves could actually come out to. There's no events that really cater to the dancer side of things, you know. So
my next question is, does the rest of the crowd want those events, right? Like, so I know dancers want those events, right? But you know, you're gonna fill up, I don't know, if you're lucky, 50 people. Because I tell you, I've definitely booked some of the dancers, and I had one. It wasn't a dancing event, but I booked the dancer, and I watched some of my regulars just kind of stand up and watch them, and I couldn't tell if they were annoyed or just like out of place.
No,
like
that does.
It was a different vibe for sure. Because the Friday nights pull from everywhere, I do catch, like we'll get some younger individuals that I know are like really Caribbean, like they're really from Jamaica. They just got here. Maybe they're going to school here, whatever. You know what I mean? You know, you can just kind of tell,
right?
Especially by the way they dance, they move, you know, swag and stuff like that.
They smell like blue soap.
Yeah, but I think for our people, however you want to describe that, we don't have any young dancers, right?
Mhm.
I mean, who could you name in the community that we would consider a dancer that's under the age of 24? You know, and in my opinion, not to say that the older ones can't dance, but I'm just like, our dance hall queens are like getting into their 40s,
Mhm.
50s.
Yeah, that's what we was talking about at the brunch. Like when you hear certain names, such as Pasa, we could use Pasa Pasa. When you say Pasa Pasa, and everybody who normally would have been outside for Pasa Pasa events back then, they're not outside now.
Yeah,
So we're trying to curate the older events to blend in with the new generation of people.
right.
So
So I mean, they got we somehow in my chance. I don't want to use the word older, but the veteran dancers have to
mhm.
influence. And Bob, you and I talked about this, right? Have to influence the younger generation. Like there should be a 16-year-old in Dorchester practicing head tops right now, right? Because our dance hall queens were dancing between 16 to you know what I mean. That's when you started really dance. You know what I mean? I mean, me in high school, me and my boys were getting together before parties, and oh, this is the log on. This is what I
Mhm.
mean. Like almost practicing for when we went out. So I don't know if that is still there. Maybe I just don't know about it. But I mean, we should have 22-year-old dance hall queens.
Nah, I agree.
I don't think we have anything close. You know what I mean? Like somebody needs to look at our old dance and be like, "Damn, that's amazing." You know what I mean? I want to be that.
Yeah,
So
it's
I
like
don't.
it's skipped it's skipped like two generations, and then
Wow.
yeah.
Do they still have dance hall queen in Jamaica?
I think that's
I
done.
think that's probably done. Yeah, I think that's
That's
done.
done. That's
No.
done.
So like, I think I don't know.
Maybe the dancers just need to start to roll out.
So I mean, I do have a couple, but the majority of them, again, they're older, so
Right.
they're not coming out once a week. For the most part,
Right.
I don't think so.
Hmm.
I mean, these are big people, wives, children, spouses, whatever. You know what I mean? So like, um, I do think if we could get them to come out every once in a while, even if it's once every 3 months, if there was a real dance, I think that would be incredible. Because when I talked to Echo, who runs Rum Punch, he basically told me he built it himself. Now it helped because he's a dancer himself,
Okay.
Hmm.
right, as well as a DJ, so it was easier for him to kind of carry the culture. But when I book Echo, and I booked him twice, he'll come down with a car full of dancers, 4 to 8 of them.
Hmm.
In my opinion, it's the greatest bang for your buck booking it.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? So like he comes with his own, so they kind of turn it up and stuff. So I think there needs to be people like that are kind of putting it in place for the dancers. I think we have a lot of talent, and I'm not just saying that to say that we have a lot of talent.
Hmm.
If I were able to round up, all the dancers from Boston and head down to Connecticut, I know they would be like, "Oh shit," you know what I mean? So maybe it's gonna take us to kind of do that. Maybe it's FC. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
You know, he's a dancer himself. You know what I mean? So maybe it's that one of those type of things that we need to start, doing those things, loading up the van, and, bringing them down. Maybe we pay for a couple of drinks or here's a bottle, whatever. You know what I mean? Something
Hmm.
um, to kind of keep that going.
Yeah, I think we got to make that happen. Let's really plan to start doing. So before I say that, I want to say this. So like BobbyShakes.com in the beginning started off as a streaming company back in 1998. We wanted because streaming was big back then, and we would stream it. It was a pain in the ass. I had to steal the phones from the house because if you hung up, you would cut the stream off. All that shit. So it'd be crazy. It'd be like my auntie from Jamaica's calling my dad, and be all like, so and so's dead, and my dad don't get the news till the next day because I took all the phones from the house, and so what I want to do with the stream now is I love this location where I'm at now because it's making me feel it's like a museum, right? It's like sitting in this room, I'm just thinking about all the shit that I've done in this room. But what I really want to do is, and we did it with Marvin over the weekend, and we got such a great response. I really want to take the live stream on the road. And I think
I'll be right back.
if we could do Rum Punch Thursdays live stream with the dancers, and we come up from Boston and people can see what's going on, and we stream for about an hour of dancing, and then it shows like some type of state to state activity, and then
Mhm.
maybe we need to attack some place in New York where we go out and dance, and then we just bring 3 or 4 dancers, and we just all load up in a fucking van, and we start to push the culture.
Mhm.
Because I mean, Judah just called me too. I think right now we have the technology to really push the culture. And when we were in the mall with Marvin and he's walking around and we're streaming, like the little young kids were running up to us, like, "Yo, are you on Twitch? Are you on Twitch?" So I think if we were to take the dancing and put it on Twitch and YouTube, and people could watch it live, I think we could start to build a culture, like a mobile culture where we're on the move, and then just make us look bigger too. I mean, am I crazy? What do y'all think?
No, it was like he was filming a movie. You know, the man came off the plane, picked him up, went to the mall. It was nice. It was flowing, and seeing what he do during the day. Go get some food. Then it's nighttime now. Time to party,
Right.
etc., etc. It's a good, you know. It's like episode 1 of whatever. You know, Marvin the Beast, episode 1, episode 2, fucking Lady Saw. You know, from the airport till the time they leave back again. Document. You know, it's you know.
Yeah. What do you think, Tasha Michelle? She asleep? Can't make this shit up.
Can't tell. Her screen's always black. We don't know what she doing back there.
Sharon, did you hear what I was saying?
No, I missed the last part. Sorry.
Where I was saying that I would love to go to Rum Punch and live stream it.
Yeah, that'd be dope. You know, man, a lot of our people go down there. Um, yeah, we'd be good. That'd be dope. It's outside now because the weather's good.
Weather's good. Oh, so the Rum Punch is done outside too?
Yeah, so it's essentially just imagine like you walk into Unity and
Right.
then you walk through the back door and you're walking into the parking lot, and the parking lot is completely fenced around. You can't. That's kind of like what Rum Punch is. You walk in the building and they have like their own outdoor area. That's really dope.
Now, where is the venue? Is that the West Indian Social Club out there, or a different venue?
No, it's in event hall called Tropics. It's right
Okay.
near all this. They're all right.
They're all right there on the strip, right? They're all
Yep.
right there on the strip.
They're all right there in the same vicinity.
Okay. Yeah, I think we need to make that happen. I think we need to get on the road.
Okay.
I think we need to get on the road. I think that would be pretty cool to get on the road and to maybe bring a couple dancers with us.
Right.
When we were, did you see the live stream with us with Marvin in the mall?
I didn't see the live stream. I didn't see the whole thing, but I definitely saw you in the mall with them.
Yeah, I would like to take the stream offline. Well, you know what I mean by offline, not in a setting in front of a camera with a talking head, but actually like out in the environment and see what we could do.
Okay.
Because I think that would start to create something. Because I think we need some buzz, but I think the problem is how the fuck we gonna start this buzz? Like, what are we doing for this for this thing to catch fire? You know, it's like we have the dry sticks, but we're not like rubbing them shits together. Pause to fucking like really jump this shit off, right?
Right.
And then what are we gonna do? We're gonna go to brunch. Brunch on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Brunch on Sunday was amazing. It was, we had people inside dancing, but the focal point was the podcast was on the street. It was me, Trick. Who else was with us? Niece,
Nisha, Slayer, J. Cool,
J. Cool,
Mike Major,
Mike
Stir the
Major,
Pearl.
Stir the Pearl. Yeah, it was pretty good to have these conversations offline.
Mhm.
And that's what I love about the brunch, right? You could go and eat, stay inside, eat, or we just be on the front page just talking about what is missing and what we need to do. Because what we're about to grow into right now is, and I said this, and I know I'm gonna get in trouble again for saying this because I'm not from Trinidad. And I called this, Sherwin. I called this a month before this should even happen to Sherwin. Like, the only culture Caribbean people have right now is, if it's gonna be dancehall, then it has to be the selectors, right? So you have to bring in Maestro, you have to bring in Little Richard, you have to bring in Mataron to give the dancehall, because that's the only dancehall we have. But once we start talking about artists, it's gone. So the only thing that we really have right now, which we have to, as from the Caribbean, I know everybody likes to fly their fucking flag, and that's cool, because I'm a Jamaican fucking psychopath, but we have to embrace soca, and we have to. This is the only thing we really have where we can see artists all the time. I mean, there's a soca artist at Sara Lime, and there's a soca artist at Unity in the same night, and then they're doing a soca event at Aspires all in the same night. And I just feel that dance hall's escaping us. Take us to your story, Sherwin.
So I had a call from my promoter friend to book um, an artist that I had already. So I get him the information and stuff like that. And it was kind of weird for me because I was just like, well, why is he coming to me? Because this is a person who deals with big artists.
Right.
So he deals with the manager. The manager's like, well, we're not doing any bookings anymore. He's like, why? He goes, we have a Live Nation deal. So we're only doing Live Nation venues. So that person who I should have already been gave a deposit to bring back, it's just like, well, now we can't have him anywhere here, right? And I don't talk down on promoters who bring, because our culture does deserve to be on the big stage.
Oh, absolutely.
It deserves to be on the big stage. But then there's another part of me saying, how much money are we infusing into places that don't have Valiant on their playlist, don't have Armani on their playlist, who are going to serve you Italian sausages at the end of the night instead of corn soup, right? How many hundreds of thousands of dollars are going into that bar that probably, if we're the ones that are helping push the culture to get these artists big, then we also deserve some kickback at the same time, right? So, like, it probably makes sense for that money to be spent with us. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Within reason. There's definitely been some big artists at Unity that I could have brought myself to other places, and as a promoter, made a lot more money because it fit another 500 people. But me and my brother talk about this all the time. Like, if there's not saltfish and bake, if it's not corn soup, there's not jerk chicken, if it's not somebody's auntie, my mom in the kitchen, it kind of feels wrong to me. You know what I mean? And I know people will look at it funny because I'm the venue owner, but just culturally, it feels off, right? So now, not only you're not borrowing our artists, you're taking our artists from us, right? You're not saying, okay, well, we're gonna do this and that. It's like, now I can't book you no matter the price. They don't want you here anymore, which is like, it's crazy. We've seen that with a couple of different artists. We've seen it with Dexter Daps. We've seen it even on the soca side. You're starting to see it with Kes. That Kes show was Scoop's show for X amount of years. That outdoor event. That's that's really the Kess outdoor event, with Scoops, So I don't know if Scoops can still do it, but it also looks like, Kess is hitting Boston twice a year with Live Nation. And you're doing the tickets at a price that if I booked you, I could never do that myself too. That's what really gets me kind of upset. And to me, it looks like an okie doke. It looks like you're using us to build up the culture, build up a list of names, because we got to go use your ticketing system, right? So you have all the emails, you have all the phone numbers. Now you don't need Sherwin. I hope Scoops doesn't mind me speaking for him. Now you don't need Scoops. Now you don't need FC. You know what I mean? Now you know what I mean. You're kind of cutting that out and saying, all right, well, whatever. And I can't compete. I can never do a show with Kess with $40 tickets. Are you insane? I'd lose $20,000. But Live Nation somehow can, right? Which again, some of our artists definitely deserve the big stage. I'm glad Kess has the opportunity to sell out a 5,000 person arena in Boston. That's big for Caribbean culture. It's big for soca. It's it's dope. But at the same time, we got to be a little bit careful, and it's definitely happening on the dance hall side of things. With our most marketable artists, the price was already pushing them out of our venues anyways.
Right.
Now you have the boogeyman coming in, the corporate boogeyman, and they're doing to dance hall what they did with hip hop, right? So when dance hall started, when hip hop started to be inaccessible to us, we're the ones pushing it, going to all the parties, the club stuff, and all of a sudden it's like, all right, well, now we can't never get these guys back here. You know what I mean? So it's a catch-22 for me. I definitely personally feel some type of way about it, but if other people want to, continue, I still go to the venues. Again, I went to Alkaline show. I had a great time at Big Night Live and all the rest of that stuff too. But it's just I don't know. It's something we got to watch for sure.
Now, do you think that, thinking out loud here, would you register your venue with Live Nation?
No.
You wouldn't do that? You'll keep it.
I don't want them. I don't want anybody's hands in our pockets. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make, because it would be the equivalent of me, like the artist did, signing with them, right? It's gonna come with stuff, and now I have somebody who's not of my culture telling me how to present it. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make any sense to me. We have to have some stuff for ourselves, because all of a sudden they can completely lock us out of the venues. How many of our local promoters have been trying to get into a Live Nation venue and they have no idea how to even get their foot in it? Some of us have, right? But there's plenty of other ones, all the way down, our real promoters now, it doesn't.
Yeah, we can't let that happen.
We don't really have access, and
let me talk here for my Live Nation pals. Yeah, we're not gonna let that happen. We're not gonna let you guys have any access to that. So it ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. Live Nation is ours. Sorry, we're not letting you in.
Right.
We're not letting you in. And if you are in, that's it. Once you get one, it's like one juke and you're done. You better come.
It's the damn Illuminati over there. I don't know.
Yeah, hold on a second. Yeah, there it is right there.
What the hell is that? Live Nation badge?
Live Nation 7/7/2010.
Yo.
Oh no, this is Showcase Live. Live Nation. Oh, yeah, Showcase Live used to this is Live Nation right here, House of Bluesy. You know what I don't like about Live Nation though? They don't write the artist's name on the press pass. They just say photo. I don't even know who the fuck this is. Yeah, I feel you. I think that dance hall now is gonna be it's everybody's talking about Cartel, and we get it. Cartel is a one of fucking one, right? Cartel to me is the boogeyman that they put on a is a carrot on a string that they hold out in front of your head, and everybody's trying to reach this carrot, and you can't I mean, I may sound like conspiracy theorists. I think that's what they do, right? They take like Kai Cenat and I Show Speed, and then they give them a big deal. You're the carrot at the end of the stick. All of us streamers are trying to catch them, but we can't because we don't have access to the money. We don't have access to the data. We don't have access to the platforms. Our streams get shadow banned because they don't want. I mean, let's be real. They don't want YouTube doesn't want y'all watching this stream. They want you watching Kai Cenat or I Show Speed, right? They want everything funneled towards that way. And it just really sucks for us that's trying to make it happen. And we can't make it happen, but we have like this carrot on the stick. And the carrot on the stick is Cartel. And everybody and their mama's gonna try and fucking try and be Cartel, play big venues. But I think if Bounty Killer have a successful show on July 5th, I think it's fucking done. Bobby, come sign to death row, and you ain't got to worry about none of that stuff. None of what stuff? What do y'all think? Bounty Killer is the catalyst that's gonna change dancehall, not Cartel. Because Cartel is just picking up where we fucking left off, right? There's a whole bunch of other people that's in the pipeline. Cartel is just the first bullet in the head. Pause. What the fuck is in the magazine? There's got to be something in the magazine to follow up because you got to make sure that the threat is down. So Cartel's the first bullet out the gun, boom, hits the target. That nigga's still running at you. Is Bounty Killer gonna be the second shot, and it's gonna be grouped well with Cartel? Because when you bust a gun, your shots gotta group together. All the bullets gotta be in the same hole. So to me, Bounty Killer is the catalyst to see where the fuck this culture is gonna go.
I mean,
What do you think?
it should be a good show, anyways. Because who else? They got Massacre on it and two other artists.
Right.
Yeah. I don't think it's going. I think it means more than Cartel because as huge as Cartel is, a lot of I want to use the word hype, whatever, for lack of better words, hype, is because he just got out of prison, right? Like if there wasn't that prison sentence, would Cartel be selling out those arenas in this manner? Probably not, right? So in a year and a half time, what does it look like for Cartel? Or 2 years or whatever it is like that, is he going back to Big Night Live? Or, probably not that drastic, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, like I think the problem with Cartel is I think Cartel has he has a 5-year run, right? Because it's July, right? And he's still in America.
He lives here now.
What happened?
He according to him, he lives here. He's a Florida resident.
Right. So I'm thinking now. So he has to probably has he gone to the West Coast yet? I don't think that Cartel's even gone to the West Coast yet, right? So then he's got to touch the West Coast. He just did New Jersey. Now he's got to go to the West Coast. So by the time he go England, Germany, France, he's got to touch Africa, Australia, and come back around. We're talking spring next year. So that would be December. We're coming on December, so that'd be a full year. So I think Cartel has a 5-year run. So we have a long time to wait, Sherwin.
Yeah.
On what the fuck's gonna happen here, man.
Yeah, we do.
Damn. I wonder if I could afford him to come to Friday Night Lime as a pass through. He don't got. I don't want him to perform. I don't want him to just walk through the front door.
Quick comedic break. Do you know how many of my patrons actually think I can make that happen?
I am.
You know how many of them be like, "Yo, shit, you got to get Cartel," and like, they be serious. I be like, I'm kind of flattered. I'm like, all right, well, you think I'm the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, cool. But I'm just like, come on, man. Like,
no, you got to look at your portfolio, man. You brought a lot of people here that hasn't been here before, so they're looking at it like, well, shit, if he could, fucking get Cartel here for 5 seconds.
Yeah.
I'll pay $200 for 5 seconds of Cartel and Friday Night Live. Just for a photo op.
You know what I want to start doing is, I'm not gonna say it on stream, but I kind of like live stream with the artists. I kind of like that shit, just running around and.
No, it kind well, as far as I'd say like dancehall and soca's concerned, I don't think you see too many videographers following an artist, recording their, day to day. I don't think you see too much of that. So that's a good contribution.
I mean,
against like rappers and stuff, they always got fucking people following them and shit. So
sure, and I'm down to do that too, man. Let's see how the money comes. You just pay some artists to come out and come and hang out with us.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
That'd be crazy.
That'd be dope.
You gotta bring them to the field. You gotta bring them to the field.
No.
No.
I'm going mute.
No. But I mean, when I was walking with Marvin through the mall, the young kids, and I think that's the problem too, right? Because the young kids know what it is. They know when they see Kai Cenat, they know the camera, they know the streaming device I was using. So immediately he said, yo, you're on Twitch. So the young kids know, and then it was really cool to introduce Marvin to this younger generation. We have, I mean, Trick's been saying this all I'm so sick of Trick saying this, but I believe the dance hall needs to be segregated, which it has to be, because clearly there's a segregation, right? Clearly there's Friday Night Lime, and then there's dance hall. That's a completely different demographic. That demographic doesn't mix with this demographic, and this demographic doesn't mix with that demographic. So we got to segregate it. But what we need to do is too, which is what Trick and what Sherwin does too, is I think we have to meet the younger kids where they're at.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like it's gonna be harder to instill the past culture into the new generation versus, again, meeting them where they're at now and just, going with not their flow, but like just meeting them where they're at. You're right. Yeah. It's a lot easier. You could meet a 21-year-old today and say, hey, what kind of music you listen to? And then just go from there. They don't know who the hell Sanchez is. They don't know who these people are. So instead of trying to beat it into their heads who they are, just find out who they know now and just, piggyback off of that.
Let me piss off some DJs.
Go ahead.
Hey.
We always talk about the formula, right? Specifically in dancehall.
Let's do it.
And we know, first you start off with, your reggae, your oldies, and all the rest of that stuff, right? When does what year is oldies going to stop being Sanchez Barris? And it's now
Massacre. And when Sean Paul is being played 10 to 11 as earlies. I get what you're saying.
Like is you know what I mean? At some point, right?
Yeah, at some point.
When is it not 1980s roots reggae? doing early.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah, eventually it's gonna be 2000s, 2010s. That is now the earliest to, you know, like when is that gonna happen? I get what you're saying.
2005 was 20 years ago.
Yeah. So why
20
isn't 2005 music being played as early as now? I get it.
Why is that?
Now, don't get me wrong. I love the Barris segment. I love the
Mhm.
Sandler segment. But like, just think like I've had a couple of people do earlies, like real earlies,
Right.
and I've had 23 to 33-year-olds walk in and just go sit down in the back bar and drink and eat
Mhm.
because they're like, all right, like almost like they're being put to sleep,
Mhm.
right? Like it's when does it upgrade? When does it move from 1986 to 96 to 2006 to 2016?
Yeah.
Here we go again, sir. Here we go again.
That's a good question. That's a
we
good damn question.
but we have if we want the culture to have a if we want the culture to be written as history, those things always got to be part of the history. You know what I'm saying? I would say the DJs probably need to, because we need to know where we're at, right? Okay, like when you type in an address on your navigating system, it shows you where you're at, right? So where we're at is where we're at, but
Mhm.
we need to show the culture going back to Barris and all of that, but maybe just come up the line, maybe, right? Maybe don't kill the Barris. Maybe one or two Barris, Tony Curtis, scare them, and then start to build back up, right? I get what you're saying. Like, don't just die in fucking 1998, but touch it and then move up, right? Is that what? Oh, I mean,
Because you gotta remember the crowd that is in said venues, bro. If the people in that if the crowd is fresh 21 to like 25, 26, when you're playing these, and just like you said, the previous generations don't teach their kids about the culture, blah blah blah. Say, so you're playing all this music that they don't care to hear right now.
right.
So that's why they go in the back, they're drinking, they're eating, they don't really care to hear what music is playing. And that goes with people in this generation who don't come out early on purpose because they don't want to hear that music either. That's
That's
why they come at 12:30, 1 o'clock. So you get rid of all the old music already. So when they come in, it's prime time, whatever, whatever.
I think that's that's cheating the culture. I believe that's cheating the culture. But here we are again, right? And we always
Yeah.
say this: we want to educate, but we don't want to educate. I just don't know. This is tough.
Because again, when it comes to the educational part of things, you're not gonna go to a party at 10 o'clock where they're playing these 1980 earlies and actually teaching the people in there what this music is. You're not getting that in the club. You need to get that education elsewhere. Because even with new music, a lot of DJs are not saying, yo, there's a new song from blah, blah, blah. Get used to it. You're not getting no education. You're just hearing music.
And and there we go again. So now we're on the spectrum, right? So no disrespect to anybody that has
Mm-hmm.
special whatever. I'm just talking spectrum as a timeline.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so and you're right. Okay, so we have music from the 1980s coming up to 2000, but there is a shit ton of music
Mm-hmm.
that's being released now that nobody's playing either.
Exactly.
So what the fuck are these? What the fuck is going on?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Like when as a selector or a DJ, breaking new music is not a fucking thing. Like growing up, like right here, DJ Doo-Wop right here, he was the king of breaking records. Like, don't you want to break a record? Don't you want to play new shit?
I put on Facebook one time at what time of the party is new music supposed to play, right?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And a really big DJ, not a local DJ, so none of y'all come for me. A really big DJ says, I can't even believe people are giving you a time. It's whenever it fits.
There
Right?
you go.
A good DJ puts it. So I said, okay. So, I didn't want to bat him up, but I was just like, in my head, I'm like, I've seen this said big DJ, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 DJ, play at least 4 times, twice in Boston. I have never seen him break a new song in any of his sets. Right? And I'm not talking about right now you're going to play Chronic Law, New York Girls. That's not breaking a new song. That is the hot song anyways. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe playing it for, whatever. I'm talking about when are you going to be playing Trickstar, fucking Wave Them, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying?
Gotcha, yeah.
When does that end up happening? Right? So like it was, like he tried to be condescending, but in my head I'm just like, well, you're an asshole because you don't do it. Right? Like I've watched you. I watch people pay you big money, and of course, I get why you don't do it. No one's gonna pay you $2,000 to $3,000 for you to go and break a new song at their party.
Mm-hmm.
I think so. They want you to, to beat them, but then it's like, it's a question that needs to be asked.
Mm-hmm.
It might be a time frame for it, for like really breaking a new song. There might be.
I don't know. I think people are afraid to play. They're just afraid to play the new song. They don't want to be the DJ where the crowd's not giving no type of response to because they don't know what the hell is playing. And they're like, yo, that DJ was whack and he was playing a bunch of shit we don't know and et cetera, et cetera. But again, like what Rodigan used to do all the time back in the day. It's a new song. Yo, hit a new freaking Sean Paul and Sasha. Da 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 da. Fresh off the press from this morning. I just got it. Stuff like that. There's not a lot of that. You're not getting that anymore. So at least let the people know this is a new song. It's hot. Get used to it. So then when they hear it, fucking 6 months down the line by somebody, yo, I heard that. That shit ain't new. I heard that a long time ago. Bop, 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 bop. So
yeah, I mean, shit. I try to do it with the artist. Well, this is the biggest artist in Guyana right now. You got you know what I mean? Because I've definitely had a couple of shows with some people, and they were just like, "Who?" And my crowd kind of. Sometimes I bring people they want to hear and people I think they should hear. I do try to. I can't do it too often because then they'll be like, "All right, man, get this dude off the stage."
Shit, I know that's right. And I ain't even gonna lie. There was a couple artists you brought to Friday whose name is on this wall who I didn't know who they were until I heard them perform the damn song. So,
Crazy.
I ain't gonna lie.
This is what I like to say. No disrespect to anybody, but as a DJ back in the day, playing this record here, and no disrespect to Major Kid Can't Sleep, but this is a published record, right? So this is anybody could go into a record store and buy this. This used to be the white label. Like the white label used to be, this is how DJs used to make their money. Like this is like a pre-release or a remix or a bootleg. Like, why are we not getting that? Like, why are we not getting the white labels? There's millions and millions of songs. Because I'm on Beat Supreme, and like I paid the $30 a month, and I canceled it last week. I'm like,
you can't keep up.
There's too much music.
You can't keep up.
And I can't even download all that music. Like, where the fuck am I gonna put it? On top of my head? Like, where the fuck am I? So I just canceled it. Like, it's just too much music. But I'm like, when are we gonna get back to the white label? When are we gonna get back to breaking records? Like, yo, remember radio back in the day? Like, Radio will be like, yo, I'm about to play this record and it's illegal. I can't play it because, you know, the record company ships the song out to everybody at once. You got to wait till everybody has a song because you don't want one dude getting the jump. And like, where is that intensity in the music? And the intensity should be more in the music because now the music can be sent to you before it gets sent to somewhere else. So if I'm a selector, I'd be like, yo, Cartel, let me get the pre-release. And the only person that's really breaking new music in the city of Boston, and it's not no bias, is J. Cool on Inside the Dance Hall. Like, he gets, I did the show one time with them, they play 1 gig of music in 3 hours. A gig of music. So they're breaking the record. So why isn't, so I guess also radio too, right? Because that's the problem too, I think. If radio is not if there's no radio to break the record, because radio's gonna take the big hit, right? Radio's gonna put their balls on the line with releasing a new song, right? Radio release it first, and then you're like, the people listen to it like, ah, that shit's whack, that shit is cool. But I guess the DJs are just scared because now there is really no radio, and you're really, 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 really hearing this shit for the first time.
And you're gonna see the reaction. You're gonna see the feedback right in front of your face.
Right. Instead of it being played on 94.5 first, and then you're hearing it in the club.
Yeah.
But I think we need to get back to. I think we need to get back to. We got to break records. We got to play new music because that's what you want to be. You want to be the nigga playing new music or the woman playing new music. Don't. Like, what are we talking about?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
My music stopped at damn 2018, man. I used to sit down, not 2018, 2020. I used to sit down at Shake and Crab at work. No customers in the morning. I'm downloading all types of new music because I had the time. I had the time to do it. I ain't got no damn time to do that shit now. So I get it. You know, some people don't got time to sit and shuffle through the new music, so they download what they hear somebody else play or somebody request, and
it's social media is breaking the records now.
Absolutely.
Instagram posts, you know, somebody puts it as a background to a photo or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I pay attention to. I follow all, you know, my patrons, and if I see, you know, 10 hot gals all playing the same song on their profile, I'm like, oh, this is it.
Mm-hmm. And that's how it be. People see the damn photo with the song in the background, like, yo, what the hell is that? What's the name of that song? They download it, and now it's getting play. So,
and I guess I shouldn't say this, but I'm gonna say because we don't give a fuck. I mean, a lot of the DJs did it to themselves, right? Like, I'm not gonna say a DJ's name, but big DJ. And if we were working a record, we had to go to his shop and spend a couple of $1,000 for him to break the record. So I'm not gonna fuck with that DJ anymore. Like, I'm not giving you money to play my fucking song when you're in a nightclub and you're not playing. No nightclub in the world holds 23 million people. So why would I not give social media that record to break?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not fucking with you. I'm not fucking with you.
Remember, there's a lot of songs out there that go big on social media and then get a music video for it a year, 2 years later. It's already fucking popular. Now we got a video.
Right.
You know, so.
And there's nothing more I hate when we talk about a DJ. There's nothing more I hate for a DJ to play a fucking TikTok trend song in the party. Yo, that shit burns my fucking keister, bro.
Yeah. Let's see something.
The YouTube traffic is picking up.
Let me see. Your song Bobby Whites by Massacre came out 7 months ago.
Right.
So it's that December. So from December till now, well, the official video, the song probably came out longer than that, but the video itself on YouTube, 19 million views. 19 million.
TikTok's how you break a record. Sorry to tell you.
Yeah, that's how you break a record. So what is your observation?
My observation?
No,
Oh, not,
Drake.
not,
Where were you going with that?
I was talking about Bobby's song "Whites" by Massacre. How the music video. I don't know how long the song itself came out. Maybe it came out with the video, but it's 7 months old and has 19 million views. So like, how long? I don't know how long. Maybe because it's just Massacre, but how long do you think it would take for a new song to get 19 million views? You know?
I don't know. White's Massacre is definitely working with the machine, right? I mean, no pun intended, but you know, I think he's a Def Jam artist, right?
Yeah.
He's a Def Jam artist, so he's working with the machine.
He's a signed artist.
Yeah. Massacre's a big deal. Yeah. So he had the machine is definitely working him, and he's doing music that's authentic dancehall on a major recording label. So he has some machines with him. Whites reminds me of Shine and Chris. Whites remind me of Lodge. So I don't think.
When's the first time you heard Whites?
You put me on the spot.
I think that's where I was trying to go. Like, it's been out for this long, but when did you hear it?
You're gonna put me on the spot?
When did you hear it for you to be like, yo, nobody not have this blood clot song, yeah? You know?
You gonna put me on the spot?
No, it just means songs take time. They have to be played.
I heard it on social media. I heard the first selected to play Whites in the city of Boston was Junior Clean.
Junior Clean from Clean Crew?
From Clean Crew. I was scrolling through Instagram and there was a picture of him and it was like, we don't mix or mingle. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is that shit? Because you know Clean Crew has that persona like, yo, they don't mix or mingle. So I'm all like, what the fuck is this nigga talking about? And I was trying to get my girl's phone, and I just kept on like scrolling up, scrolling down to replay Junior Clean's post, and then had my girl Shazam it. But for some reason, Shazam couldn't catch it because it was like
it wasn't there yet.
It wasn't there yet.
Yeah.
So then like I had to like go on Google and like, so I hit the button, you know, at the bottom where they say audio by. So I hit the button on Instagram, then it brought me to a whole bunch of niggas saying we don't mix or mingle. And then I was able to see Massacre Small and I was like, oh shit. And then I went to YouTube, and that's how so here we go. Like the first selected to play Whites that I heard it was Junior Clean on a post on IG, and that was probably 7 months ago.
See, social media.
So social media did break that record for me.
So if I go in a club, if I went in a club and I played that 7 months ago, do you think it would have been the same? You think you would have felt the same way in the club hearing it for the first time versus seeing Junior Clean's post and hearing it?
So here's the thing, right? With Junior Clean's post, I mean, it was a dope ass post. You know, he's got the clothes on. He's like, we don't mix or mingle. But
it was presented to you. It was presented.
Right. Like Junior Clean, and that's because I know Junior Clean since he came to America, right? If I didn't know who the hell Junior Clean was, and he had this song, Massacre, we don't mix or mingle, it would still be a dope ass song, but I wouldn't really know Like, what does that even mean?
Mhm.
Right?
What does it mean coming from that person?
That person, but because I know Junior Clean, I know what he's about. When you say mix or mingle, then that was like the reinforcement. Like, all right, cool, I got to find this song.
Mhm.
But the problem with me hearing whites in on Instagram, I didn't hear it in the nightclub.
Until when?
Fuck. Polish.
When? So February.
Yeah.
So a good 3 months, December, January, 2-3 months before you heard it in the club.
Right. And I had to go to New York to hear it.
Oh wait, Polish's birthday?
Polish's birthday
Oh,
bash is the first time.
that's January. Yeah, that's first
that's
week of January.
Yeah, that's the first time I heard whites in a club. But then again, it's Polish. I know Polish, blah, blah, blah. It's King Midas, blah, blah, blah. I like the way the song is cut. So then there's like a familiarity with me and them.
Mm.
But you're right.
So
I don't like.
what if somebody else, a DJ you did not know, played that song? Do you feel like you would have heard the song, or you think it would have just passed you by? If a DJ played it, no speech, no nothing, it was mixing, played the song, do you think you would have heard it, or it just would have like a regular song?
I think with whites, I think if you mix whites in, I think it will pass you by. But
Mhm.
I think why whites have like this, it's a fucking demonic fucking song.
You have to start it from top.
You have to start it from the top.
You have to.
Yeah. Whites is a song that you got to play from the top because you got to get that evil. It's a fucking Whites is devil music, man. Like Shining Chris, devil
Yeah.
music. Lodge, devil music. It's devil music, right? So that song just has, to me, and I know, here we go again with the word. Whites is a momentum song. You got to know how to play whites. Like, you just can't grab it and play it. Like, you got to set that bitch up. But when I heard it in New York with the intro, it gave me a better feel than when I heard it on Junior Clean's Instagram, because it was just me by myself in my living room in the middle of the fucking day in a pair of shorts. I wasn't in the environment to really consume it, and that's why I think breaking records on social media is fucking bad.
Yeah,
because you're not getting that. You're not getting that.
We know. We know.
Yeah.
We know. We know what you're trying to say.
Like, even your song, your anthem, right? Like, I've heard that song 100 times, but the way it's cut and the way it's delivered, it gives a punch to it. So
like, everybody knows if FC's on stage,
right,
and then you play that song, it's different than when FC's in the crowd and then a DJ plays that song. It's location. Call it location.
Location. Yeah, so I don't like the fact that songs are being broken on social media, because it's not gonna give that belly that it should be given in the nightclub. But niggas ain't breaking records. So if you're not breaking in the club, then I gotta take it on social media and then hope that I hear it live. And that's also the problem too, where I think the artist is also fucking up the game, because you will give it to TikTok before you give it to a selector. So TikTok is playing it, and you got to understand too, by the time TikTok gets it, and we all know, I mean, let's be realistic, nobody's really fucking famous. Like, nobody knows who Taylor Swift is. Like, we know that you have a concert, you sell tickets to the fucking bots. The bots buy all the tickets. You create an illusion of supply and demand, and here we go. So we all know that it's all bullshit. I don't know where the fuck I was going. But the song, it has to have like a grassroots feeling. Like it has to connect with the people.
Mm-hmm.
And breaking a record on this is what I was gonna say. So when you give it to a DJ, right? And then the bots get a hold of it and it goes viral, where nothing really goes fucking viral. You fucking pay for it. I mean, if I put 10 grand behind this podcast, it's gonna go fucking viral, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you give said song to TikTok, it goes viral. You don't give said song to the selector. Now that selector looks like a bum ass nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how you not playing this?
Because what happens is the patron goes to the DJ and says, "Hey, can you play this song right here? What song is that? You don't know this? This came out 7 months ago."
Right.
You know, damn, you're whack, nigga. How you not have this song in your laptop?
Yeah.
So
It's and I don't know where DJs are getting their music from. Like if you subscribe to Beat Supreme, where record pools, like there's tons of record pools. I don't know how DJs get their music. Do they pay? I mean, it's expensive.
mhm.
It was $30 a month for Beat Supreme. But what I mean by expensive is a hard drive space. Like you will fill up a fucking 5 gig hard drive, a 5 terabyte hard drive in a week. Because you
Mhm.
got hip hop, you got reggae, you got reggaeton, you got Afro beats, you have soca, you have soul. I mean, it's just so much consumption. But so you spend a lot of money on hard drives, and then you're not even fucking playing the song.
Because nobody has the time to freaking go to organize their shit. It's a lot of work. Being a DJ, it should be hard work. I feel like it should be hard work.
Yeah, and like for me now, like I started off as a DJ. I did the whole fucking I did everything. Fucking street promotions. No, I'm lying. Fucking DJ. No, DJ, fucking graffiti artist, DJ, all the way up to the line to get a job at a label and all this other shit, and all this other shit, and all this other shit, and all this other shit. I don't know where the fuck I'm going. But the fact that this is where I'm going. DJs now, and I know the reason why they're not playing new music, and to really make a point, you got to contradict yourself, right? Y'all niggas supposed to be playing new music, but since I've been a DJ now, get back into DJ, and I have the controller, and I beat Supreme, and I'm downloading music. It's a lot of fucking work. You got to bring the music in. You got to listen to it, right? You got to listen to
Yeah,
the
you got to
fucking
listen
song.
to it. You have to listen to
And
it.
then you have to set your fucking cue points.
And
Right?
you got to put it in the folder wherever you want to mix it in or juggle it out. You got to sort
Right.
it out.
So it's a lot of work. It's not like I go to Vibes or Taurus and I get this song. There's no fucking cue point. I put it at the edge of the record. The needle plays through the fucking song.
And you got to all fucking night. Yep.
But now I got to download the song. I got to put it on a hard drive. Then I used to download like maybe 30, 40 songs a week on Beat Supreme. I found myself becoming a DJ. I wasn't editing fucking photos because I'm setting all my cue points and my hot cue. And when a song has a breakdown, so when a song has like, when it has like a breakdown and the beat, you know what I'm saying? You just want to mix that beat in with another beat. And some songs have like a little acapella in the middle where they drop the bass. So you're setting cue points. And it's just, it's become too much work. That could be the reason why a DJ is not breaking new music, because it's just become too much work. It's not like you buy a fucking record, right? You put the record on the turntable, put the needle at the edge of the record, and the fucking record play. Now you got to download the song, you got to pay for this, download it, set hot cues, and shit. My controller's cheap. It's $100 control. Only got four hot cues. How many hot cues you got? Fucking 12? Look at all them buttons on that shit.
Fucking 16.
Yeah, I mean, that's crazy. So I don't know. I don't know where the DJs go from here. But we would like for you to break new music. But I know it's hard. I know it's challenging. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. What do you think, Sherman?
I actually think DJs should break new music outside of the party. I think it should be done on like mixtapes, SoundCloud, or whatever. However it is like that. I think that should be the first thing. I think when I'll use my DJ. I think when Selected Tim puts out a flyer and the music. Well, this is what I do. When I put out a flyer, I'm very strategic on what song is playing in the background
on the flyer.
of the flyer. Right? I'm either trying to foreshadow to an event that's going to happen, or I'm trying to say, yo, this is a song we need to be listening to, or this is the vibes of the party. Maybe sometimes all three in one. So again, I think that the records, you got to ease them into it. First time they hear it is boom on an Instagram post. Then it's on the the SoundCloud after you play 4 hot songs. You do the same thing when talking about the party. Yo, this is the new such and such. Get ready. This is killing Spanish Town right now. Blah blah blah. And then boom, hit them again in the party. So like when they get there, they're like, I've heard this before. So you don't get that weird kind of look on your face. Like even like Asian song Balance. That took a long time for people to start like bobbing their heads in Boston to that. And I already knew it was the song. You know what I mean? Like it took a long time for it to be like, all right, cool. This is when we need to start dancing. This is when we need to start beating on walls. This is when it's supposed to give money pull up. You know what I mean? It took a little while for that.
Yeah, that's another thing too, right? So like the DJs now are just I feel bad for the fucking DJs, man. Because the situation right now is just fucking bullshit. Like the mixtape, like how many selectors? So you have Cream, Tim, Ghetto, fucking who else?
100 of them.
Truck Fit, Keith the DJ, you got them, you got Sound International, Sound Vibration, you have Junior Rodigan, you have Diamond Dale, you have Ox Mighty. Like Ox Mighty's doing some crazy. Have y'all seen what he's doing?
Yeah, big time.
Ox Mighty's doing some crazy fucking shit. But the problem is, I can't access it. Like I found Ox Mighty just jumped up in my feed, pause by accident. Like what the fuck is Ox Mighty doing in my feed? So it's like, even if you are dropping a mixtape, how the fuck are you gonna get it to fucking people? It's just swallowed up in the feed. Warlock does a lot of great remixes. It should just get swallowed up in the feed. So like
it's the algorithm. You have to
fucking algorithm. So what do we do? How are we gonna get back to like a mixtape? Like, are we gonna put that shit on a USB stick?
I don't know. They might have to. I don't know. Put them back in the CD players in their car or something. But you're right. The algorithm is how it is. If you don't like people's posts, if you don't react, if you don't comment, you're not gonna see these people's posts in your feed. You have to react with them.
Yeah, I think, and again, it's the algo fucking rhythm. The algorithm. The only selectors I'm hearing, and I don't know if I'm not throwing shade to anybody else, but the only dudes I hearing that's actually putting in work with the remixes is Warlock and Ox Mighty. And there could be a lot more, but y'all not hitting my algorithm. And that's another thing that fucking sucks. So like Ox Mighty's doing crazy shit, and I just bumped into them. I just bumped into him by accident. And I want to know how long he's been doing it. And he's dropping, is it Soca, right? Is that Soca?
Yeah.
Is that Soca, Sherman?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I mean, I shouldn't say it. He's a primarily Soca DJ, but I mean, he can play everything. But yeah, it's Soca.
Like, I mean, I met him as a reggae DJ, but yo, like, the shit that he's fucking doing, Like, how the fuck can I access that? Like, he needs to put it on, I don't know, a USB stick. And I'm not a soca dude. I hate
Mhm.
soca, but I'm listening to Ox Mighty, and I'm like, yo, why isn't why is the algorithm fucking bullshitting on this? Like, he's got the fucking, he's playing the music, he's yelling and screaming, the music's yelling, screaming, he's got the fucking screen shaking. Like,
Mhm.
that shit's fucking epic, but I
You're
can't
not nobody's
access it.
seeing it. Yeah.
Nobody's seeing it, and he's breaking records. So I don't know if these DJs are not even they might be breaking records, but they're breaking records on the algorithm. And the algorithm is fucking bullshit. I don't know.
Mhm.
This whole game sucks.
Just like how promoters will tag like 100 people on a flyer. When these DJs are going live, they should be doing the same thing. You know, the notification only shows up to some people that'll be like, oh, Sherwin is live right now, check in. It don't pop up on everybody's notification. It only pops up on some. So you got to tag people, get them a heads up like, yo, I'm going live tomorrow at 6 p.m. Tune in, et cetera, et cetera. You have to ease into it, like Sharon said. You got to do the 3-step plan. Do the social media, then do the mixtape, and then you play it in a party. So you gotta,
Yeah, it's really heartbreaking. I don't know what we're gonna do. And maybe that's why, and maybe that could be the fact too, right? Like, you're Ox Mighty. I mean, no disrespect to him. You do this fucking bomb ass fucking record break, and it's not his fault. The videos fucking fly, but niggas,
uh-huh,
the algorithm ain't pushing it, so it may get like fucking 50 views when the shit
uh-huh,
is dope as fuck, and it should get 100,000 or even 1,000,000 because
uh-huh.
am I gassing it, Sherwin? Or is what he's doing? He's doing some dope ass shit.
No, he's doing dope shit. He's been doing it for at least a couple of months. Like the content's good. He got like a really nice, high quality camera and video and stuff. Yeah, he's and stuff on YouTube, right? That's what you're talking about.
No, I'm just seeing the little clips on
Yeah, he got him
Instagram.
on YouTube. Yeah, he got him on YouTube too and stuff like that. He's definitely been trying to take it to a different level for a while. I don't know if it's actually. I watch it because I'm nuts, but I think you're right. I don't think a lot of people know about it. It's super high quality. And Warlock, and you're right. Warlock's the other person that's been trying to
Mm-hmm.
do things. I actually talk to I don't want to call them kids, but my younger DJs all the time. Like, you guys got to start doing stuff. That's why now, if you realize, like, every once in a while, like Selecta Tim and Kev Trini will go and they'll just do a live mix on Facebook.
Mm-hmm. Just let people know you fucking exist.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think that it's crazy. Shit's crazy. Like Warlock and Ox Mighty, man. They I don't know. Maybe we got to go back to putting shit on a USB stick and passing that shit out.
Nah, man, you just post it on Facebook. Yo, share my link.
Push share.
Push share.
Fuck Facebook. That's what I might do. Maybe I might run that experiment. Because that's what 9 Inch Nails did. I don't know if y'all guys are familiar with 9 Inch Nails.
9 Inch Nails.
9 Inch Nails. Remember they did, yeah, they did the documentary, and they put it on USB sticks and dropped them all in concert halls, and then they put a tag on it. If you if you find this thing, please return it. Copyright material, and then niggas. So maybe that's what the selectors need to do. Just put that shit on a zip drive, and go to Unity and like put it in the bathrooms with a tag on it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yo, return this to so and so. Don't listen. This is fucking new music, and I don't know. I mean, you could go to Chat GTP and have like you can have the music file and then like a text file written by an attorney, like, this is impunishable. This is, this is punishable by 100 years in prison or $100,000 fine if you listen to this shit. And maybe people will keep it and then trade it. I don't know. I just think the algorithm is bullshit. So maybe selectors are breaking new music and they're breaking their fucking balls and they're not getting the push from the algorithms. And they're like, yo, fuck it. Nobody's listening to it. So I ain't gonna play this new song. There's just so much going on. I don't know.
I think we got a lot of problems. We need to start with one.
I know. I see your eyeballs. Yeah, you're like your head's fucking swimming, sure.
Yeah. I mean, it's all fixable. And maybe I shouldn't even say this on live, but the next question is, do we want to fucking do it? Is there a light at the end of the tunnel for us for putting in all this work?
So here's the thing.
Shit, probably not. Probably not even no recognition either.
And this is what I said to Junior Rodigan. So Junior Rodigan hit me up when I was in the mall with Marvin. And somebody, VOG was all like, even Bobby Shake says that Junior Rodigan is a culture vulture. And Junior Rodigan somehow found this text and hit me back. He goes, yo, this is what your boy wrote about me. And I'm all like, yo, listen, man. The culture needs people talking about it. Like, I want to see Richie dissing everybody in the soca community. I want to see Rodigan and Genius arguing about who's the king of dancehall. Because then that energy then corrects what we're going on, right? But then, to Sherwin's question is, what are we going to do with this content, right? Are we just recording it, putting it out on the fucking internet, and it just gets swallowed up by fucking the P. Diddy case and whatever fuckery y'all niggas is fucking watching? Or are we going to start to put together a documentary, pass it out, some information? So I think there is light at the end of the tunnel, Sherwin. I just think that we just got to do it. And I'm not doing it. I'm guilty. I'm guilty. Like, I haven't even fucking gave him Pepper Pot his video yet. Because I'm fucking backed up. Like, I should be going through these streams, taking a little piece, putting it on social media. You know what I'm saying? Trying to grow the fucking brand. Like, it's that's the light at the end of the tunnel. Is we have the information, we have the smarts, we can fucking monetize. But it's gonna take an effort. And I think it takes more effort now than it did before.
Absolutely.
Which is crazy because all you gotta do is you can just push share and the shit goes. But the fact that like one of the ladies at the brunch Sunday was all like, yo, are you promoting this thing? I go, of course I'm fucking promoting it. She goes, I don't see anything that you're doing that's you're promoting it. I'm like, all right. So she goes on my Facebook and she's like, you are promoting this thing? I go, of course I'm promoting this fucking thing. But she said, yeah, but it only got 4 shares. But yeah, I'm pushing it. But now that she follows me, now she's gonna see it. And it should be easier now because it's just a digital platform. It's easy to go live. It's easy to broadcast. But why is it so hard for the information to get to the fucking people? This is actually more fucked up. It is harder right now to get information out there than it was fucking 20 years ago. Which is the crazy fucking part.
Or people see it and just ignore it. A lot of that going on too.
Because you're just inundated with so much bullshit. Here comes a Bobby Shakes fly. Here comes a Trickstar fly. Here comes fucking Fucking Friday Night Live. Oh, here comes some nigga beating up his girlfriend. Here comes some white girls getting beat up by black girls. Here's two
Mhm.
black girls pulling off the wig. Here's some dumb bitch with a BBL trying to make her ass clap. Here's some nigga you know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, what
No,
the
you're right.
fuck? Like, what the fuck? And then
People
on
like
top of all that shit, you got your sponsor ads for some shit that you don't even be like, yo, why the fuck is fucking I'm getting this fucking Russian candy bar in my fucking like, fuck. So you just get fed up. It's crazy.
Bobby, you sound like you're over it, man.
It's just I just want the information to get to the people. And maybe, just maybe, yeah, and nobody has a DVD player anymore. Well, they have a PlayStation.
Yeah, I was about to say, but we got digital PlayStations. We don't got the disc drive. Ah.
Yo, why don't we just fucking quit? Like, just fuck this shit. Like, it shouldn't be this fucking hard. It shouldn't be this hard.
Told you, man, you gotta go outside, put them boots to the ground, man. Gotta talk to the people face to face.
You know what I want? You know what I want to do this week, Trick? I don't know if you're busy or not, but I want to do one, maybe one day this week. I want to do a live stream of me promoting the brunch, just walking on Newberry Street, talking to people. You just feel me talking to motherfuckers.
Only if you get the guy with
Or if I get the guy with a what?
the saxophone.
Yo, let me tell Sherwin this shit. Yo, Sherwin, man, I'm a fucking genius. So you know the Vanderhall, right?
No.
Hold on. Let me see here. Give me a minute here. All right, I got it. Share my screen.
Oh, okay.
All right, so this car, right?
Hmm.
I was the first person in the hood to get this car,
Okay.
and the company I worked at the motorcycle shop, and they gave us this car. And I asked the owner, said, "Yo, listen, man, let me take this out for the weekend." Right? I took it out for the weekend, but what I did was I hired a saxophone player. So everywhere I went, everywhere I pulled up, there was a nigga playing the saxophone. And girls were going fucking nuts over this shit. This is what we were talking about. So I was telling the story is so I called my homie and a woman answered the phone. I was like, "Yo, I forgot the dude's name." I was like, "Yo, was Ray there?" She's like, "No, this is I forget." She had like some Russian name or some shit. I'm like, "Yo, what are you doing?" She's all like, "Oh, nothing." I said, "Yo, I'm gonna come by and pick you up." She goes, "Pick me up? What are you gonna come pick me up in?" I said, "I'm gonna come pick you up in a funny car." She goes, "A funny car?" I said, "Yeah, when you see me pull up, you know I'm that nigga." So I pulled up. She sees the car, and I already had my saxophone guy at different locations. I told him I was coming to this location. Picked her up, went to a location. We're on Newberry Street, and my man is playing the saxophone and serenading as I pull up. And everywhere I went in the city, I had a saxophone dude playing the fucking saxophone. That's what we were talking about. So I showed Trick the video. They thought I was crazy. Then I showed them the video. Yo, that video's crazy, right, Trick?
Nah, it was a nice video, man. I was saying, and they thought chivalry was dead. Imagine driving around in a car everywhere you stop, there's somebody playing a saxophone for you.
That's crazy.
It's not a bad idea. I'm about to go rent FC's fucking Vanderhall right now this weekend. See if I can make it happen.
Oh yeah, man.
That's insane.
Yeah, we should take. You got a motorcycle license?
No, my shit expired. I'm over here bullshitting. My motorcycle permit expired. FC said it's a car. It's not a motorcycle. It's a car.
That's not true.
Yeah, I know.
The motorcycle. You know why it's a motorcycle? Why it's not a car?
Why? Because there's no why? Because there's no doors.
Nah, because a car's got to weigh a certain amount of limit for it to be safe to be called a car. So if you call that shit a car and you get run over, but because I think that shit's under the 3,000 pound limit or some shit.
Yeah, I think I could flip that shit over myself by hand.
Oh yeah. You don't know how scary life is, so you pull up that shit on the highway next to a fucking 18-wheeler.
So that's hilarious. I was actually, because I took my parents out to my dad out to a Father's Day dinner, and I had a bike. I haven't driven it forever, and I was like, I took it on the highway one time, just to kind of feel like, whatever. I'm not really a big, bike ride or whatever. And an 18-wheeler passed by me, and my mirror blew back where I couldn't see, and I felt the breeze like it could have just blew me, and I could have just flew away. I got off on the next exit, and I never. I said, there's never a reason for me to get on that. And I was driving like 50 miles per hour. I'm being like,
yeah, that's reasonable. Yeah,
20s. I'm like, I'm a little bit responsible. I'm not gonna be stupid. And once I felt that, I was like, yeah, I never need to touch the highway again. And I've never touched it again.
Yeah, it I don't know if it feels like the 18-wheeler is sucking you in towards it, right? So
yes. Yep. You feel it like this way and then that way. I was like, oh, this is bad. I could have died just now.
Yeah.
Moves the wrong way. So I was no.
And I don't know if it's actually sucking you in or is it mental, because if you're looking at whatever you look at on a motorcycle, that's the direction you're going in. So if you're on a motorcycle and you look this way, your shit starts to drift, and you're looking at some big ass tires beside you, and you're like, holy shit. And you start drifting toward them tires, boy.
Hell no.
That's just fucking crazy. All right, man, let's wrap it up, man. Fucking almost 2. What do we do?
That's bad.
That's 2.5 hours.
Yeah, what are we gonna do? Like, what the fuck are we gonna do with this?
Nothing, man. It's not in our. We could only take care of things that are in our control. We can't make the DJs play new music. We could suggest it. Everything that we said is suggestive.
I can and I do, but
hey,
they should do it on their own.
Play some goddamn new music, or I ain't booking your ass here again.
No, I literally have a list of like 5 songs. Like, 3 of these should play.
Mm-hmm.
And usually they're pretty good about it. You know what I mean? Because I really feel like the promoter has a better feel of what direction the party should go in than the DJs. Like I'm tired of leaving. Like I'll sit, and you've probably done it too. You set a theme for a party, and you feel like you don't have to tell people there's a dancehall artist tonight. You should play some dancehall.
Mm-hmm.
You just can't. You can't really leave it up to. I'm not doing it anymore.
At least I haven't heard. Knock on this wall. I haven't heard an artist be at an event and then the DJ play the artist song. That hasn't happened yet, so thank God. Yo. Oh Lord.
All right, let's read some flyers. Oh shit, look how old this fucking flyer is.
Read some flyers.
Oh yeah.
Sunday brunch.
Well, Sunday brunch. See you guys this Sunday. Come get your out bottle. We have Ghetto Hype, J Cool, DJ Nikki B, Slayer, Slaves Bar and Grill 1 to 7. Come and hang out with us, man.
Oh yeah. Bobby will be giving away free shots of Don until 4 o'clock. until 4
How much?
p.m. Free shots of Dawn for the ladies. Them $10 all day. Boom, bang, bang.
We have Cass. Got to talk about this fly because we'll be. Who's going to the? You going to this trick?
I'll be honest. I don't think I've ever seen Kess live. As many times as he's been here, I don't think I've ever seen him.
You should.
Yeah. I might just go. I'll go.
Yeah, this is a good one. So we have Cass coming up
July 3rd. What's that? Leader Bank Pavilion.
Yep. We have Tasha Michelle's boat ride. What's that? Sunday the 29th. I don't know how we. Yep.
Pretty in Pink.
I might take it though. I gotta get an outfit.
Wow.
Goddamn pink shirt. Pretty in Pink. The boat ride Sunday, June 29th. Advanced tickets, $50. They're available now.
Yeah, I be wearing fucking all black.
It'd be people like you. Ross Claude, FC and Trickstar presents the return of Free Up. And if you was there last year, you know where it's at. In the cut over there. So everybody free all night. I think I might switch it to free with RSVP on Eventbrite so I could get them damn emails so I could bother y'all like everybody else.
Don't give away the game. Don't give away the game. Don't
start doing that. All right, yeah.
Don't give away.
July 27th. Get there. I haven't seen these two either. Damn. Oh, the same day as my event. Damien Jr. Gong and Stephen Marley live and direct. Leader Bank Pavilion. July 27th.
Is that the same day of your event?
Yeah, that's why I said the date so quiet on theirs. But mine is Sunday, July 27th. Everybody free.
Oh, wait a second. So this is on a Sunday? Oh, this thing's on a Sunday?
Yes, sir.
Oh shit! What about our fucking brunch?
So much going on.
What's going on?
I got to take the day off.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
PTO. Make sure I get paid for that day. Okay, thanks.
Yes, sir. I mean, you 2 weeks notice, right? You put it in 2 weeks ahead of time.
Shit. Yep.
2 months ahead of time. All right, man. Let's look at the. Yo, man. I really want to say Facebook was kind of dead tonight, but YouTube was fucking popping. Just want to thank everybody that listened on YouTube, which is good. That's good. Twitch was popping. Facebook was dead, man. Only 3 people on fucking Facebook.
It's because we're not talking shit.
We're not talking shit, right?
That's all. They want us to talk shit. Sorry.
The problem is though, when we're on Twitch, X, and YouTube was popping tonight. Mm-hmm. Motherfuckers in on YouTube don't want to hear no shit about no fucking little niggas.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, they ain't trying to get banned, so you gotta.
And oh yeah, we got this one. We got the Melanin Brunch.
Melanin Brunch by Star Martin and the Melanin Group going down July 20th, 4 to 10 p.m. Shades of Brown. It's a food inclusive event. I believe that was $50 too.
Sure, what says you?
On Fridays, we lime. I have a really big flyer dropping for July 4th. Maybe tomorrow, maybe Wednesday.
Oh, I thought you were going to drop it tonight.
I know. I messed up. The ticket link thing isn't ready yet, so I ain't going to drop it tonight. But
so
as soon as we'll do a quick 10-minute stream. We'll talk.
So we could do a stream on Wednesday night then.
Yeah. Whenever. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, Wednesday night. Make sure you don't drop it before we do the stream.
Yeah, we can do that.
All right. Trick, what say you? Yo, who is that woman in the background with the pink and blue?
Oh, that's Rebel.
This right here?
Oh, Pink
Yeah.
and Blue.
Oh, that's Nika Francis from New York.
Jesus fucking Christ. And how do you get these pictures?
I download them and I edit them. I put their names on it. I make it the white background so it's easier to see their signature. I just make them sign it.
Motherfuckers creative as fuck.
You got DJs, man.
All right, y'all. We'll see y'all later.
I just so nice to say I just so nice to say I just so.
Damn, you ain't let them hear my song, bro.
No, go ahead. This is just you missed this live stream.
Oh,
Oh, big up potential kids. To say I just so nice, to say I just so, to say I just so nice, to say I just so word, to say I just so nice, to say I just so, I just so, I just so, I feel like I just so word.
Ow. Man. See y'all Sunday at the brunch. See you at Friday Lime. Let's get it.
Later.
I got a big political event tomorrow. So I gotta do security clearance and all that shit. So let's do Wednesday.